break on YouTube already in progress. Sorry, YouTube. Forgot to hit start. So we got here 79 out of 99, William Contreras. All right, we're getting ready, closing in on that first hit. There's not a lot of hits in this break, but there is definitely a lot of opportunity for some big cards. Kristen Stewart, Zach Collins, Liberatore, Joey Bart with a chrome, and Daniel Johnson, Kevin Smith, Luis Guillorme, Nolan Gorman, Gavin Lux, and black and white, a little Bryce baby. Brandon Marsh, Jojo Romero, Colby Allard, Kilome, Jake Cave, Bryce Harper, Chris Paddock rookie. We got Forrest Whitley, and numbered 3 out of 75. These would be fun to do a pack war with, right? Corey Ray. Maybe I should pick up some more of these. Corey Ray, numbered to 75. And here comes that first hit. For the Rangers, Julio Pablo Martinez. Julio Pablo Martinez. Rangers got the first hit. Ryan O'Hearn closes out that stack. Well, I had him as a best bang for the buck team right from the beginning, and look who's the first hit. All right, that's fun. So last stack of Bowman Heritage. Again, that'll pretty much put us at the halfway point. Not a lot of cards in this one. And let's get that anniversary football mixer scrolling at the bottom of your screen now. Anniversary football mixer. All right. So the first part's done and over with. But we still got 5 boxes of Panini One. I feel the best is still to come out of those. 7 boxes of Rookies and Stars. 6 boxes of Optic, and 5 boxes of Contenders Optic. I think we still got a decent rookie sitting in those 5 boxes. We definitely had a great veteran pull in Peyton Manning yesterday. So that was a nice one. All right, so you're talking about half of the boxes in 4 different cases. Half of the boxes in 4 different cases. Yes, we've seen some Martinez and Onyx. I think we had a hand-numbered one, too, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that the Seattle one? I always get them two mixed up. Was it JP Martinez, or was it... Oh, what's this? Oh, I haven't seen one of these before in this set. Okay. Something fun here. What are the odds of pulling that? 1 in every 318 packs. And when you see what the card is, that is 1 in every 318 packs, you'll kind of get an idea of what the print run on this set is like, and that it's, you know, kind of scarce. Not super scarce, but Bo Bichette. Got DL Hall, Christian Santana. Brandon Lowe. We've seen Elvis Martinez. I think he was meaning Juan Pablo, but we have seen Elvis Martinez as well. We've seen them both. Oh, wait. Eloy Jimenez rookie card. We got to give that a little 1 cent love. Go in. All right. Stack back in there. Dustin May. And we got Evan White, 21 out of 99, Mariners. Dakota Hudson. Shane Baz, Danny Jansen, Chris Bryant. There's Nate Pearson in black and white. We'll give that a little 1 cent love too. This could be the next ace of the Blue Jays right here. Nate Pearson. That looks like Dane Dunning. It is. And Freudis Nova. And of course, in Spanish, Nova means doesn't go. So Bo Burrows, numbered 63 out of 199, Dane Dunning with a refractor. Jesus Sanchez, who is now in the Marlins system. Pete Alonso rookie. So Pete Alonso rookie. Got Ryan Mountcastle and Adonis Medina. Jose Abreu, black and white. And Nate Pearson. Is that Sandro Fabian? Kellenick, Bellinger, Rowdy Tellez, Peter Lambert. We got Alex Faedo. And 13 out of 99, former Mets prospect Anthony Kay. Keston Hiura. And that a little 1 cent love as well. Josh James. Victor Mesa Jr. We got Jonathan Hernandez. And yes, it's only 1 in every 318 packs to get one of these. So that means the print run's got to be relatively low. Orioles. Magenta plate of Ryan Mountcastle. Ryan Mountcastle for the Orioles. And a bunch of sleeves just fell all over the place. Give me 1 second. Looks like these football jerseys saved most of them. I'll be picking them off the table instead. Hey, Al, can you help me out? Yeah. Thanks. All right. So Ryan Mountcastle. So we still got the Topps Chrome Jumbo box here, but let's get some of the sparkly stuff going first. So we've been looking at a mix of vets, prospects, and rookies. Let's concentrate on the prospects now. Thank you, sweetheart.
A little gifty.
Yeah, well, I got these are gonna go in a separate spot right now. Ugh. Something else. All right, here we go. Two parallels per box. Pretty much comes out the same in the Topps Chrome Sapphire. Really, the only difference between the two layouts is this is one giant pack with no autographs, and the other one's 4 packs, and there is one hit per box. But I mean, the stuff in here, you don't actually need an autograph with some of the stuff. Jackson Kawar for the Royals. And Evan Edwards is the first Bowman. And we'll just sleeve all of these based on the fact that all Sapphire cards matter. Sammy Ciani. Eric Pardino, I'm sorry. Eric Pardino for the Jays. First Bowman, Blake Walston for the Diamondbacks. Christian Javier of the Astros. George Kirby, Mariners. First Bowman. Blaze Alexander, Diamondbacks. And Astros, Freudis Nova. Matt Cantorino, first Bowman for the Twins. Lazaro Armenteros of the A's. And his farm teammate, Tyler Baum, first Bowman for the A's. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. It's not a bad one. Jared Triolo, first Bowman for the Pirates. Tim Tebow, Mets. Hudson Head, first Bowman for the Padres. Twins, Brent Rooker. And got another one. Rays, Wander Franco. Look at that. Got another one. Now this set's much smaller. This one's only 200 cards. So 32, you got about a 1 in 5-ish chance of seeing certain players show up. It's not bad. 1 in 5. No, wait. 1 in 6 and change. Sorry. Evan Fitterer, 30 base, 2 parallel. So about one in every 6 or 7 boxes. CJ Abrams, first rounder for the Padres. Not a bad one there. I feel like his stuff's kind of undervalued. Andre Palante. Corbin Carroll, first Bowman. Diamondbacks strong as far as prospects for last year. Andres Jimenez. And this is a guy who's gotten a lot of hobby attention. Christian Robinson, Diamondbacks. Kyle Stowers, Orioles. Sixto Sanchez, Marlins. Another one for the Mets, Matthew Allen. Joe, that will never happen. Ever. Matt Mercer, Diamondbacks. You know why that would never happen? They didn't make them in a case form. They only come in loose boxes. I'm sure when they ship them out to the distributors, they put a certain amount of boxes together, but there's no actual cases on these. I actually asked because you had talked about like how many are in a case, and I wasn't really sure of that, and that's because they don't come in a case form. All right, here's our two 24 out of 99 for the Yankees. Josh Smith, first of two parallels. And for the Royals, Alec Marsh. And that's a nice bright color there. Numbered 13 out of 15. 13 out of 15. Alec Marsh. He was their second round pick last year, right? Yep. 70th overall, second round pick for the Royals. All right, we showed a Bowman. Let's show a Chrome one. Chrome Sapphire time. Again, you'll see a slight difference in the format here. Bigger box, but the same amount of cards. So a little wasteful. They shortened that up. Can you imagine if this was just, they had hot boxes that were just filled to the top? Awesome. Be a lot of packs. All right. I'll open these one pack at a time since they're even more crazy expensive. Ryan Brazier. Not to be confused with Brazier, although it could be Brazier. That would have probably made fun of as a kid. Cleveland Indians. They don't do that kind of stuff anymore, do they? Yes, they do. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Ooh, and the next one's a good one. Again, remember, we're talking about a 700 card set here, and base cards go for good money, especially in a PSA 10 form. How about Brendan Rodgers for the Rockies? Rookie card. Let's see what's next. Alex Cobb. Phillip Ervin. David Price. And Joe Panic. Who didn't panic when the Giants let him go, and he ended up doing all right for a little bit for the Mets, I think. Not crazy great, but probably will have a job somewhere. Trevor Hildenberger. Cam Gallagher. Miggy Cabrera for the Tigers. And numbered 4/25 for the Reds, Michael Lorenzen. Nice low-numbered orange parallel. Michael Lorenzen. And again, star cards are good in here. Low-numbered parallels. Good stuff. Better be for like $400 a box now. He's gone up again during the week. The week just started. I know the distributor I use is almost out of them, so I rushed in and got the maximum I was allowed. They limit you. It's like buying chicken, except for right now, these are a little bit more. Lance Lynn, Rangers. Pat Neshek, but you will see this again. And you will see Bowman Draft Sapphire again. I got a little bit of each coming in. Mike Leake and Chris Davis, the one that forgot how to hit. All right, so we got Daniel Mangden, Danny Jansen, and that's a rookie. Baltimore Orioles. So we got a base auto, so it's not numbered. And it's going to go to my sell pile. Didn't I talk about Kevin Kramer and Kevin Newman before this break? Kevin Kramer, Pirates, now for sale. Yeah, Neshek's a big collector. When you do, invite him to break with us. No. Yeah, he makes a few bucks a year, you know. Bird is the word. Greg Bird. John Lester. Jake Bauers rookie, Rays. And Lewis Brinson. Thank you. Oh, you meant his handwriting. I'm assuming you meant his handwriting. Blake Snell, league leaders. Jose Martinez. Cardinals finally moved along on him. Jorge Lopez. And you got Blake Snell's regular card. Rays are getting lots of sparkle. Lots of sparkle for the Rays. Blake Snell regular card, that's good enough for a top loader. Even though these bad boys are scarce, let me tell you right now. Very scarce. Garrett Hampson, Rockies. Ross Stripling. Billy McKinney. And Sandy Alcantara. Still looking for one of the big rookies. Question regarding the sapphire checklist. Sure. I'll test that theory. How's that sound? Let's see. I'll take a picture of this card real quick and do something with it later tomorrow. I got a good one for that. Okay. Dane Dunning and Luis Basabe. I don't know. Here's a good one for the. Are you talking about the Bowman Draft Sapphire? Because in Topps Chrome, that's a hard no because they're prospects. But for the Bowman Draft Sapphire, all you got to do is go to Cardboard Connection for that one. Group Break Checklist didn't put together a checklist for that set. And when they initially came out, it would have been worth it. Now maybe if somebody wants to suggest that they do it, because some good players in that. Obviously, it's the parallels that'll matter more than others. But yeah, that information that'll totally be on Group Break checklists. They have the checklist. That's what I use to determine the break prices. So. Okay. I couldn't remember if Basabe was on there or not. I was pretty sure Dunning was. We pulled Andrew Vaughn, so we know we know he was on there. We pulled him to what, 10 and 25, something like that. Two low numbered ones. Let's do a few top Chrome jumbo packs now. Let's see here. These ain't easy to get now either. They're an arm and a leg. I almost didn't bring more in, but I'm like, I know where they're going. They're going up, so. That's a parallel. Five autos per jumbo. And I think we got one of the rookies. All right, here we go. All about that base, We got Jake Bowers, refractor for the Indians. Yeah, we saw him as a Ray in Topps Chrome Sapphire, but it's actually based off of the Topps checklist and not Chrome. Just because they like to confuse us and catch us off guard sometimes. Noah Syndergaard, freshman flash, Rowdy Tellez. 15 out of 99, Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. Luis Urias rookie, DeGrom. Bader. Jacob Nix with the refractor. Luis Urias with the throwback. Blake Treinen, 268 out of 299. Jamison Tyon, Pirates. Bueller, Prism Refractor. Koufax and Kershaw. A nice collaboration of Dodgers pitchers. Kevin Kramer, Pirates. Freddie Freeman, Joey Votto, Bowers again, Albert Pujols, refractor. Prism refractor, Barrios, Twins. Urias, freshman flash. Jeff McNeil, rookie. Glaber, Baez, Yonder Alonso. Josh Bell, Pirates with a refractor. Giancarlo Stanton, David Bote. First auto out of this box, Taylor Ward for the Angels. Taylor Ward, Angels. Got Dakota Hudson. Kyle Tucker, rookie. Vlad Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Joe Panic refractor. Scott Kingery. Kevin Pillar. Prism refractor. Adolis Garcia. And that's 279 out of 499 for the Cardinals. I guess that's now for sale too, isn't it? Adolis Garcia. We are doing the 6-box sapphire mixer. So we're past the halfway mark already on this one. We did the Bowman Heritage, and we did one of each of the sapphire boxes. So now we're doing some Topps Chrome. And we'll close it out with the other 2 sapphire boxes. Parallel. Auto. We hit a Koufax in triple threads. The baseball anniversary mixer, wasn't it? We had a Koufax. It was like a shadow box or something like that. We just recently did that. Or are you talking like one of those multiplayer autographs? Don't think they usually focus on one team. Usually they do like, you know, like a run of Hall of Fame players or something. or superstars or a mix. Yeah, if it's a multi-sig card, that sounds more like a National Treasures type thing. I'd like to bring some more of those back too. Alex Avila, Lourdes Gurriel, Brad Keller with the Rainbow Prism, Colby Allard, Fernando Tatis. So I got another one of the key rookies there. Padres, Tatis. Freeman, Soto, Shaw, Loaziga. We've gotten some good Sapphire cards. Will Myers, Kevin Newman, Joey Votto, Shohei Ohtani, Miles Mikolas. Colby Allard rookie. This one is number 29 out of 99. 29 out of 99. And Duhar, Kershaw. Stephen Piscotty, Rosell Iglesias, Twins, Jake Cave. Twins, Jake Cave. Ramon Laureano for the A's. Here come the Judge, Paul Goldschmidt. Devers, Refractor, Encarnacion, Prism Refractor. Reggie and Giancarlo Stanton. Jeffrey Springs, Rangers. Jeffrey Springs, Rangers. Astudillo. Yonder Alonso. Colby Allard. Mitch Haniger with the negative. And Phillies, Ángel de los Santos. All right, last hurrah. Time for the last two Sapphire boxes. Already gotten some decent stuff in the Bowman draft, some star players in the last Chrome Sapphire. Let's see what we got next. Put these in, we'll just borrow a box that's on the floor. Good to go. All right, let's start with the draft. Bowman draft. Yes, so from what I'm hearing, printers are fired back up. The only thing is, it's going to take a while logistically. From what I'm hearing, we should start seeing stuff by Memorial Day. But again, it's going to take time for the sets to come out. So, you know, there's going to be still probably some delays, but hopefully by the end of the month, we'll be getting back to business with 2020 football and 2020 baseball stuff. And then can bring back some sanity to some of the stuff on the market. I mean, some of the stuff's not going to come back down. Normally, over time, it eventually gets to the point where it is. But so, best of all time, we had done one of last year's a few weeks ago. It was a memorabilia product. Everybody had been asking about the Leaf memorabilia vault. So they had shown two of these best of all times in stock at the warehouse, and there was actually only one there. So we busted that. That's the one that Michael Jordan autograph baseball came out, or basketball came out of. So Michael Jordan autograph basketball. There's Seth Beer, Diamondbacks. Another Tiger there. Bryant Packer, that one's a first Bowman. So this year they're changing the format though. It's about, I actually got a decent deal on the one that I got. It was actually more money to buy it originally than it was. I guess it was one of the last boxes, so they figure what could be left. Nobody realized a Jordan ball was still sitting in some. Oh, I'll take it. So it's gonna be a bit more. There's Andrew Vaughn per item than it was last time around, but well, I think they've cut out some of the filler stuff too. So this definitely needs a top load. So Andrew Vaughn first Bowman card. I like that. Eric Miller first Bowman for the Phils. John Doxakis first Bowman for the Rays. And also in the Rays system, Matthew Liberatore. Originally in the National system, I believe. So, and the good news is 2 days after that comes out on the 13th, it's memorabilia vault time. So once I'm pretty sure we're good to go. The last two Leaf products came out when they were supposed to, with the updated dates. So I might start filling those on as a website exclusive. Yeah, you got the base font, so you're working on the rainbow. TJ Sakema, and you got two of the harder pieces too. 99 and 50 and 75 should be easier to find. Estevan Florial. Of course, the one of one's going to be a real son of a gun. For the Yankees, Ethan Small, first Bowman Chrome for the Brewers. Dalton Varsho, Diamondbacks. Michael Toglia, Rockies. Blue Jays, Alek Manoah, first round pitcher. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know, he's got that look of like Sid Fernandez. But 260 pounder, 6'6", similar build to like a CC Sabathia. Oh, Sabathia was CC Sabathia, I guess, when he first came up. Cooper Johnson, Tigers. Christian Santana, Dodgers. Joseph Ortiz, Orioles. Will Robertson, Danger Will Robertson, Blue Jays. Matt Gorski, Pirates. He was their second rounder, right? Yeah. I think Sammy Ciani was the first rounder. I got them both. Cool. Luken Baker. Luke and Baker, I am your father. Joshua Mears for the Padres. No, I'm not that old. I mean, I guess I could have been if I was a promiscuous youth, like 12. Jordan Adams, Angels. Okay, maybe I am that old. Damn it. Ryan Jetson, Cubs. And to fully answer Christopher Brown's question, Dane Dunning, White Sox. Stunning. Davis Wenzel, Rangers. Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles. Ooh. Adley Rushman, Orioles. That's a nice one right there. That might be the big one. Adley Rushman, Orioles. Like that. Jake Magnum for the Mets. Quinn Priester, Pirates. He was their first round pick. I think Siani was too. Wasn't he a compensatory pick though? Sigler, Yankees. And we got anything good for our two parallel cards? First Bowman card of Evan Fitterer. 2/5. And then Cody Hoesi, 13/50. 2/5. 13/50. And Fitterer was a 5th rounder. Hoesi, I think, was a compensatory pick, right? No, 25th overall. Michael Bush was the compensatory pick. And closing it out. Here we go. One pack at a time. The Milwaukee Menaces. Arcia and Yelich. Brian McCann for the Houston Cheaters. Christian Vasquez for the other Cheaters. And Trey Turner for the Nationals. Adam Engel. Englewood, always up to no good. Giancarlo Stanton. All right, that's a star card. Star card. Star quality. Constantly injured, but star card. Adam Wainwright and Ian Desmond. Finishing off the break. And we got Josh Donaldson as an Indian. Kike Hernandez, Dodgers. Jonathan Villar, Orioles, and Aramis Garcia, rookie for the Giants. Yes, Cole Hamels, Clayton Kershaw. I like that. That's definitely a star card. Clayton Kershaw. Yonder Alonso. And number 16 out of 25. Cardinals, Michael Wacha. Will be the first of most likely 2 parallels in this box. Ildemaro Vargas, Diamondbacks. Matt Barnes, Red Sox. Max Muncy, Dodgers. And the autograph is going to be Josh James for the Astros. Josh James, Astros. I guess Muncy deserves a top loader. I don't know anymore. A couple of years he's had. What he hit in 18? 35 home runs. I think he came close to that in 2019. Sure. A's, Franklin Barreto. Luke Voit, Yankees. All right, so this one is going to go by our standard tiebreaker rules. If it's not a hit or significantly low numbered, then we start from the left and work our way across and down. And so we got here. Now remember, it's where the name's written. So it's Perez and Rizzo share laughs. You know, we never had it where the pictures were different like that, but we always go by where the name is on the card. So I would have to say that'll go with you know what? Never had it where the picture was different than the names. All right, so this is a first time thing. So let's put this out there and see what you guys say. Since it's sapphire, we usually the names are right under the players. The pictures are different than the names. I'll random this card if you think. I think in this case the fair thing to do is to randomize it. Normally I would say Royals, but the pictures aren't in the same spot. So you have the Royals, give it to the Cubs? Okay. If this happens in the future where the pictures are different, I think a random is the fair thing to do. Since this happened, let's make a decision on that. So Brandon Nimmo. Again, sometimes odd things happen. I'm going to top load this because I want to remember where it goes to. But usually it'll be like the player, their name. You know, sometimes there's 2, 3, 4. What do you guys think in general? If something like this were to happen again, where the player's in a different order than what the names say. Again, if it's a card that's worth like 20 cents, I'm not going to do it, right? But if it's a card like this that has at least some value to it, you know, probably worth just as much as some of the $2 autographs that get pulled. What do you think we should do in the future? Random it? It's got to have some sort of significant value. If that was the top space card, I would have given it just to the Royals first, to be honest. Oh yeah, if there's more than one, it just passes on to the next person. So then if there were 2, both people would get one. It's just an odd situation to happen. Eric Thames. Max Muncy and Cody Bellinger, The Sweet Life. It'd be a little sweeter if these guys could play. Gene Segura, Marlins. Yeah, no, anytime something different happens, and we've been doing this for 6 years, and there's still things that pop up, but Gleyber Torres, Yankees. That's a nice star card right there. So we got Stanton and Torres in this box. Again, that's only going to apply to a card that's got a significant value. All right, this probably has a book value of $5 or more. So again, there's other times where that's happened where it's significant value, but it's clear who it goes to. It's still going to go to, you know, if these weren't switched, it's still going to go to the regular person. But in a case where it's just really odd like that one, where the names don't match up with the players, you know, you could say go by the name or go by the photo. We'll do that. Ray Black. Yan Gomes. Chicago White Sox. And Nomar Mazara. And that's the break. So let's take a look at some of the key cards that we got here. All right. Again, a little mixer, but there's a lot going on here with the sapphire stuff. So let's take a look at some of the base cards that may have made our day. We don't need to go over that or that. Did they go alphabetically with the name? I don't know. It's got the Major League Baseball logo. And here's the thing, on the back, I thought maybe it would go by the teams, but it was Chicago at Kansas City. So I don't know what the hell they were doing with that one. That's, in my opinion, that's kind of poor design, but whatever. So again, Blue Jays, Spangberger to 50. White Sox, Blake Rutherford to 25. We got Josh James for the Astros. Michael Wacha to 25 for the Cardinals. Evan Fitterer, number to 5 for the Marlins. Cody Oesi, number to 50 for the Dodgers. Aniel De Los Santos, Phillies. Jeffrey Springs, Rangers. Jake Cave, Twins. Adolis Garcia, number to 499, Cardinals. Taylor Ward, Angels. Michael Lorenzen to 25 for the Reds. Alec Marsh to 15, Royals. Josh Smith to 99, Yankees. Let's take a look at some of the key base cards that came out of Bowman Draft Sapphire. Wander Franco, Rays. C.J. Abrams, Padres. Christian Robinson, Diamondbacks. Andrew Vaughn, White Sox. And Adley Rutschman, Orioles. Some of the key Topps Chrome Sapphire players. Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, as well as Giancarlo Stanton. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Brendan Rodgers, rookie card for the Rockies. Miggy Cabrera for the Tigers. Blake Snell for the Rays. And you got Kershaw and Muncy for the Dodgers. And then we did get a 1 of 1. That's Ryan Mountcastle for the Orioles. Goes nice with that Rutschman base. Kevin Kramer, Pirates, with the Sapphire Auto. And Julio Pablo Martinez for the Rangers. So that's the break right there. Thanks for those who were a part of it. And I don't know, we got any requests for anything before we sign off tonight? It's early, you know. It's like an hour and a half before we started breaking last night's big break. But I want to go over this football break real quick. All right. It's our 6th anniversary football break. This is part 2. Part 1's done. 5 boxes of Panini 1 are still left. So are 7 boxes of Rookies and Stars. 6 boxes of Optic and 5 boxes of Contenders Optic. Lions are 100. Dolphins are 50. Rams are 50. Buccaneers are 35. Redskins 300. Panthers 125. Bears are 140. Bengals are 80. Packers are 100. Texans are 35. Chiefs are 200. Jaguars 275. Vikings are 100. Patriots are 450. The Raiders are 350. The Niners are 165. Top 5 bang for the buck teams right now. I'd have to go with the Niners, the Patriots. I like the Raiders. I think they still got more to come. And the other 2 teams would be, I don't know, Jaguars. Haven't seen a Minshew auto yet. And I don't know, what could be a sneaky good pick for the 5th team? Bang for the buck. I know the Bears did absolutely nothing for me yesterday, so they could have some potential. I don't know, it's tough to say. Yes, you did forget to keep the Niners. Did you want to keep the Niners? Quick, do it now. I would definitely say they're the best bang for the buck team still left. Yeah, you gave me Broncos, Giants, and something else. So yes, keep the Niners. All right, so I got you down. No, the photo's not reversed. The catcher's standing where the catcher is. And the Cardinals, that was the other one, yeah. I knew it was one of the bigger ones. I couldn't remember which. Oops. There we go. All right. So Niners are now off the list. So that puts us another team closer. All right. We do need a little bit of help to get this to break tomorrow, but it's far from impossible. Especially we got a lot of the cheaper teams still left on the board. You know, you're talking about half a case of 4 different cases. To get in for $35, $50, it's not a huge risk. Onyx would be fun. Onyx has another card product coming out. So apparently those cards that are shorter printed, the premium cards, they were actually a set that they're going to put out. I don't know if they're numbered differently, if those are like the preview cards, but they're putting out a set with those style of cards in a few weeks. I don't know if they're going to give me all that I asked for, but I asked for a significant amount of cases. They're even cheaper than the vintage because there's only one autograph per box. So these will be ones that can be snatched up real quick and by the quantity. All right. We do still have some Onyx. We still have some 2019 Onyx too. Yeah, you gotta let me know what that graded. There was more than one Ripken, so I'm curious to see if whoever pulled the other one posts it when they get it too, and if they're all the same grade or if people get different grades on the cards. So again, this football break is the next big push. Let's get it done and over with. Who was in 2019? That's a good question. Wander Franco, Marco Luciano, a lot of guys that are in this year's actually. So they brought back guys who signed a lot in 17, 18, and 19. You had Julio Pablo Martinez, Julio Rodriguez, I should probably just look it up. Let's see who I missed. Because my web browser. So that's 2019 Onyx. Noelvi Martinez. Starting. And they just come back to me a little bit by a little bit. Here's the checklist. All right, so these are the ones that I missed. Eloy Jimenez, Brent Honeywell, Eric Pardino, Freudis Nova, Heliot Ramos, Alex Kirilloff, Nolan Gorman, Geraldo Perdomo, Joe Adele, O'Neill Cruz, Ronnie Mauricio, Diego Cartaya, Antonio Cabello, Luis Garcia of Washington's farm system, Ronaldo Hernandez, Joel Booker, Taylor Trammell, still as a red there, and Pedro Castellanos, plus previous release cards that were in significant quantity included Vlad Jr., Victor Robles, Alex Reyes, Keston Hura, who was in the 2018. I think Reyes was too. No, he was before that, I think. Tristan McKenzie, who was at a 17, and Andres Jimenez, who was at an 18. So that's the whole checklist. I remembered about a third of it. That's not terrible, I guess. So, yeah. How many 2019 do I have? I would have to dig those up, to be honest. I don't think I had a lot. I might be able to get more, but I don't think I had a lot left. Last year, I only opted to get, I think, 3 cases. Instead of, this year I only opted to get 3 cases too. I'm trying to get more of the other one. Yeah, it was big, but it wasn't too big. So it still gave you the opportunity to pull the big guys, the Wanders, the Adels, the Lucianos, and the Jimenezes. So, but if you want to get some, let me know. I'd have to dig them up. And if I don't have that many left, they're somewhat buried. You know what? If you want to give me 5 minutes, if I can't get to them in 5 minutes, I know they're buried. But I have a feeling I might actually be able to reach them if they're on the top of the front stack. I'm trying to remember because things move around back there. So I think sometimes they actually walk themselves into different spots. I might be able to get them if they're still on the front stack. Give me 5 minutes. Not even. All right, I had more than I thought. I got about 20 of them left. Yeah, I think Adele stock's going to rise. Especially, you don't know what's going to happen this year. It's possible, due to the pandemic and everything, if they have expanded rosters, if they want to keep 35 guys on a roster just in case some people get sick or something like that, and because there's going to be no minor leagues, or at least that's what's expected. Who knows? Maybe individual states, if they're in the clear, maybe we'll see some minor league baseball. I have no idea what's going on. I don't think they do either. At least that's what MLBPA President Tony Clark said. There's no plan in place yet. Yeah, that's full. So yeah, I got a bunch of these. I thought I had only 10 left, but I got 20. How much are the 9 teams? Let me look it up. All the Leaf stuff went up crazy. This was last year that they went up crazy. Especially the All-American stuff. It was and I mean, I didn't even bother looking. And then somebody bought every single box of the metal that I had. I mean, it was a low margin product. I'm like, that's weird. Let me look at what the going rate is, and that was I was selling them for $95. They were going for 150. Yeah, by then we should know if there's going to be a national also. All right. So what do I got? Boxes for sale. Onyx Vintage 2020, 2019. So I got these at $59 a box. Ripped and shipped for Onyx Vintage. Let me just comparison shop, make sure nobody has them on sale. I do have some wiggle room on them. If I gotta make the best price. Doesn't seem like anybody's got them anymore. Let me see these guys. Nope, everybody's got the premium. I'll tell you what, Joe. Since the basketball didn't quite go in your favor, I will allow you however many best of sports that you want at 225. All right. It only jumped to 235, but I'll leave it down to 225 for you. And maybe we can get that top hit of the case out of whatever the next box you get. And I got the Onyx Vintage at 59. There's a 2-box limit to this offer. All right. 2-box limit. I'll do 2 for 100. So you got 2 deals to choose from. And you can choose both if you want. I don't care either way. All right. Since you fell victim to 2 out of 15. Two of each, you got it. So that's 450 and 100, 550. Where did I put the best of sports? Stack these, choose from two. That ain't it. Metal drop. Couldn't have gone far. That's not it either. Leaf best of sports. Where'd I put you? Give me a minute, I'll find. There they are. They were under something else. All right. I tell you, these things move around on me. Showcase vault. I think I have 2 of those left. Which one is it even? I gotta admit, I haven't even looked those up in forever. I don't know if anybody's got them anymore. If somebody else saw them. Here, 2017 Leaf Showcase Vault 149. Looks like somebody's gotten them back in and they're cheaper. I might be able to knock a little bit off that price. Let me, because they were pretty much sold out everywhere. So sometimes things come back in, and if somebody gets a good price on them. I see them up on eBay for 110. So let me know when you're ready, Joe. Oh, you are. I already see that. That just got that notification. Let me see how many of those I have left. And we were pulling stuff like 101 Joe Adele's out of those. So I'll tell you what, since it's one less thing for me to have to look at, I'll knock out the last two for 200. Prices fluctuate on things. Something must have been real hot in there about a year ago, because I haven't touched these since like we were at, I think, at the East Coast National. And we've always gotten good value out of these. I'll do the last two for 200. And if anybody wants to grab them at that price, I'll honor that for the rest of the video. Otherwise, I'll put them back in storage until they go back up to 150 again. All right. So, Joe, are you ready? Which box do you want to see first? Those are an old Leaf set, and there's a lot of good names on the checklist, and there's a lot of like proofs in there. Like, I think we hit a 101 Nolan Gorman. We hit an Adele. I can't remember if it was a 1 of 1 or numbered to like under 5. I know I still have an Ethan Hankins 1 of 1 out of that set. And then it comes with a 2017 Showcase Vault box. And then one open box of Perfect Game National Showcase from either 2013, 14, or 16. It was Adele out of 5. Okay. So, yeah, the gold super on Gorman. So let's do the Onyx first. You got it. Pick me two numbers from 1 to 6. Two numbers from 1 to 6. So 6 and 4. All right, good luck. Where the heck did I put the rest? Whatever. Good luck. Let's see if we can pull a Jimenez and a Franco in the same box. Or in two separate boxes, either way, you know. All right. So we got Mauricio, Heliot Ramos, and Ronaldo Hernandez, the other Tampa Bay Ray in here. Now we also got something pretty cool here. All right. The short prints last year, they did like variations. This is the full name variation. So Luis Victoriano Garcia. And it's hand numbered 3 out of 5. So Witt is in 29. These are Witt is in 2020. These are 2019. No Bobby Witt. Luis Garcia out of, remember, there's 2 Luis Garcias. Both of them are in systems in the NL East. This is the one from the national system, which I actually think is the better prospect. There's also one that was featured in Bowman Chrome last year in the Phillies prospect, Phillies farm system. It was probably Joshua that had asked and Chad that seemed interested in more details. So I don't. I was also not here for a few minutes. But I know it was Joshua who was originally asking about the showcase vault price. Again, they did jump up. A lot of the Leaf All-American, like the 2019 set was ridiculously white hot. The 2019 set flew. Stupid me didn't buy any because I kept getting, I kept buying a case and getting stuck with them. I'd sell them, but they take a while. So, but then 2019 came, and I think I ordered 2 boxes, and they were gone, and all my 2018 went to the same person. So, but things fluctuate. It probably had a lot to do with Adele and people hoping that he'd be a September call up, which I didn't think he was going to be last year. Brent Honeywell and Eric Pardinho, and that's green. So green is out of 50. So not an SSP like the Luis Garcia, but still green ink, limited to 50. Okay, Chad, do you want them? 2 boxes, ripped and shipped, 200. Otherwise, they may not have a future. They have future stars, but I'll be out of them. All right, now for Leaf Best of Sports. What do we got here? I'm going to take them all out. You never know which one could be the lucky one. There's only 8 boxes left. All right, Joe. 2 boxes from 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 boxes from 1 to 8. Again, for the anniversary break, Lions are 100, Dolphins 50, Rams 50, Buccaneers 35, 300 for the Redskins, 125 for the Panthers, Bears are 140, Bengals are 80, Packers are 100, Texans 35, Chiefs 200, Jaguars 275, Vikings 100, Patriots 450, the Raiders are 350. All right, good luck on these 2. Let's go with the heavier one first. It's going to be the fresher player, most likely. Maybe we get a nice vintage card, too. This is interesting. So, Leaf Best of Sports. Check that out. Emmitt Smith, the printing plate. That's not bad. I don't know if they get a crazy premium or not. So, Emmitt Smith printing plate. And, 2013-14 select. So Joe, you missed out on a Kevin Durant auto in Leaf Best of Basketball. So here's yours. 20 out of 30 out of 13-14 select. Giannis's rookie year. 10 on the auto, which the other one wouldn't have gotten. And a 9. Maybe this is one to crack for PSA. I don't know. There's no subs on it, so it's hard to tell. Well, what do you know? And for the second box, got a twofer there. So you got 35 out of 50. First round wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy. And first we've seen from this year, but we hit a lot of it last year. This is a PSA 6. So you know it better be freaking old because that's not good on modern. No, it's vintage. PSA 6. Roberto Bob. Roberto Clemente. PSA 6, 1962 tops. So it's what, like a fifth-year card, right? 57's the rookie. I don't remember. I'm not as well versed in the vintage. The vintage. 62 tops, Roberto Clemente. That's acceptable. I would take that. So I didn't hear anything back from Chad, so you let me know what you want to do. Again, at one point, those were going for 150, and they've tapered down a bit. They were from an original allocation, so if they're not, that's not the going rate, then I'm not going to price it at that. Let's see these for. Otherwise, I'll put them back in my vault and wait for them to grow. I'll climb up them and rescue a golden chicken from a giant. No, I have not had any margaritas for Cinco de Mayo. For both together, yes. For both together. Please no 2013. Please no 2013. 2013 was a different format. There's a lot more cards. A little more junk. But it's hard to say. I don't know. They weigh this about the same, I think. Don't have the other ones to compare them to. Yeah, 13 was a lot of cards. I actually opened a couple for myself, and one of the two had a 2013 box. I never opened the 2013 box. I just kept it. Alright. So just let me know when you are ready. going to take them off the list because there's none left. Michael Chavis, yeah, he's in there. Who else? Bobby Bradley was in 2013. Was Aaron Judge? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have figured that out until tomorrow. All right, here we go. Good luck. And hopefully we pull you something super. Tukey Toussaint, yeah, I don't. I still don't really put much value in Tukey Toussaint. I never really cared for him. He was originally a Nationals prospect, wasn't he? Oh, these are probably both 2013s. Oh, well, we'll have some fun ripping some stuff. So, supplies. Just a spacer. This I don't need. All right. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do the bonus boxes first. I have a feeling this one's a 2013 also. They felt about the same. It's not styrofoam. It's actually paper. I don't know. It looks like a box that you would put, I don't even know, like a mini pen in or something. Oh, look at this right off the bat. Which Leaf prospect set has the really cool patches? Trinity. Trinity. Right off the bat, 2 out of 3. Jared Kelenic. 2 out of 3. Jared Kelenic. That's not a bad start. 1 of 1. Ezekiel Pagan. Blank back, red parallel. Ezekiel Pagan. All right. We got here. 1 of 1 prismatic purple proof. Nander de Sadas. I don't know who that is. And then these guys, I have no idea who they are either. Jonathan Childress. Magenta plate. And Zach Geloff. Printing plate. Yellow. We'll do this in a little bit. Normally I try to save the best for last, but aha! This one is not. No, it is. I just opened it from the other side of the box. All right. Yeah, it's another 2013. So there's 2 bonus metal cards per box. Now that's where the excitement and the thrill come in. All right, Kelenic wasn't too bad. We got any other big prospects sitting in this one? There's usually at least one. Usually. Again, it's 2017. There's guys who could have not panned out yet or already. Yes, this is where I pulled you an entire set of metal. 3 out of 5, Nick Decker. 1 of 1, Austin Knight. Is somebody going to prank me and make a taxi call? Hello? Whoever was, hang up. I don't know. Be interesting. All right, so we got 2 more printing plates. Christian Scott. Zach Goberville. And I guess no big stud rookie in this one. Said usually. Brandon Neek. Well, maybe we'll get something cool out of the 2013. I wasn't avoiding them because they're bad. I was avoiding them because they're a lot. A lot of no-name players, too. I wonder if that's what somebody was going to do. I wasn't going to put on speaker right away. I mean, come on. What telemarketers use an Iowa number? All right. So we got our bonus cards. Kel Johnson. I believe he's from the planet Krypton. And 3 out of 25, Reese Cooley. Reese Cooley. I mean, I guess there could be telemarketers in Iowa telling me that Nationwide is on my side. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to open, and we'll see if we get any cool throwback stuff as we go along. Oh, look at this. All right, that makes up for not having a stud player in the bonus box. That's not a bad hit right there. Again, these are all players who were heavily scouted in high school. So even though they're 2013, there's guys in here that have been popping up as rookies rookie cards over the last like 3 or 4 years. You know, they went to college or they took a little while to develop in the minors. Or they could be a star pitcher in a National League. Who knows? Alex Jackson. All right, he took a little while to come around to the point where he was major league feasible. Sixto Torres. One out of 25, Trevor Ward. Or I'm sorry, Trevor Wood. Bubba Starling. Oh, I thought he was too old for this one. So purple auto, Trevor Wood. Again, you look here, there's a couple names. Oh yeah, he got drafted. Something like that. Miles Lewis. Now you know why I was dreading this. And if anybody else is looking for a personal, just let me know. Otherwise, the mission is to get to the football break tomorrow. Hunter Tackett. There's Jacob Nix. 2019 rookie year. 2 out of 10, Cole Belford. Green ink. There's Michael Chavis. And there's Jack Flaherty. And that is a jumbo relic auto. Jack Flaherty. So that's kind of cool. That makes up for the bonus box not having anything crazy. All right. Well, there you go. And John Means is a relative success. I mean, he plays for the Orioles, so. No, we already finished that one. We're just this is the last personal I have set up for right now. All right. Luke Dykstra, Jordan Baker, Francisco de Jesus. $13 out of 50. Kevin Pimentel. Lincoln Hensman. Makey Perez. There was Cole Tucker, Pirate rookie. And there's another Lincoln Hensman. Not a different parallel. Same box. 2 packs away from each other. Yeah. Part of the reason why I think Leaf doesn't do massive card sets anymore. And then you got Garrett Cave, 34 out of 50. Sometimes we see 2 or 3 of those relic autos in boxes like this, but hey, if you're gonna get one and it's one good one, that's fine. So Flaherty, the big hit out of the first of these 2 boxes. Box loader. I got a plate. Trenton Kemp. And black plate, 1 of 1. Brady Aiken. Brady Aiken. My Aiken bacon. Oh, there you go. They passed on the better kid. Happens all the time. Got another patch. Will we only see one again, or might we see a second? I think I'm thinking of 14 and 16 that had 3 patches per box. But I think you could still get 2 out of these sometime. All right, this was the box that had the Kellenic in the bonus. I wonder if this is Alek Manoah's brother. That wouldn't surprise me if he has an older brother. There's Jack Flaherty, as you see there. Pitching prospect, but also left side of the infield, shortstop and third base. Gage Berland. It wasn't all 25 or lower. There was just a lot of them that were. I don't think they were 25 or lower. I think there was 50s, and there might have even been 99s, but they were like in blocks. Like you would get 10 of one parallel, like 4 of another, and then it would get lower and lower. Might have been 50, yeah. I don't think it was 99, but definitely there was 50s. I remember that. It's been a while since we've seen them. 1 out of 25, Grant Fennell. I think this was like a 300 player set. Jack Thompson. And Grant Fennell. At least this one's exactly the same as the other one. No, one was numbered. One was a blue, this one's a black. I don't know. I think they go even further back, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure. These were the, there's Tyler Kolek. He was a Marlins prospect, I think. I think these even go further back. But this is the first year we ever opened. Jeff Harding Jr. 11 out of 25, Grant Schneider. And then you got Shane Bennis. Shane Bennis. I wonder if it's Andy or Alan's kid. It wouldn't surprise me. Worst team ever for a baseball player. Oh boy. There's a familiar name. Okay. There's Clark Schmidt. He is in the, oh good lord, last I remember, Diamondback system. He may have been traded at some point. I don't remember. Blake Wiggins. Taquan Forbes. He was a draft pick. He had some other cardboard. 17 out of 50. Kervin Mosquit. And that's not even the worst name in the stack. Kervin Mosquit. There's Michael Kopech and Tuki Toussaint. There's a couple pitchers that advanced on. Caleb Potter. I believe he's Harry's brother. Alex Jackson again. And you got Dash Winningham. Dash Winningham. Alex Cease. I wonder if there's any relation to Dylan. Luis Ortiz. Poor kid. He's not a kid. He's probably in his 30s right now. No, 20s. He'd be in his mid-20s. Handsome Monica. Handsome Monica. Sounds like he should be fighting Nyla Rose for the AEW. Never mind. Handsome Monica. It's an odd name. Spencer Adams. Adam Hazley for the Phillies. DJ Peters. I think he's in the Dodgers system. JJ Matijevic. So there's some names here. And this one we know. Spent some time in the Yankees system. 28 out of 50. Now trying to push his way through as a Mariner. Justice Sheffield. Justice Sheffield. So we'll top load that one. And that's gold numbered to 50. All right. So thank you, Joe Wester. Thank you, Handsome Monica, for existing. I guess his parents were big Gorgeous George fans, but really liked the show Friends, too. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, unless you want me to just send you the notables. If you want me to just send you the notables, I could do that. Would I do 2 more Leaf Best of for 225? Yeah, I didn't put a cap on that one. So if you want to do 2 more Leaf Best of, all right, 225 a piece. That works for me. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that right now if you want. I like that Roberto Clemente. That was an awesome card. This is like super easy. Yeah, I had somebody actually open these at one of the shows I was doing, and he was just like, he was happy with the bonus box because he got a huge card in the bonus box. I don't remember what it was, but he got a huge card in the bonus box. And then, I don't remember if this guy's any good, so you can have him anyway. He got a 2013. The 2013 were the more common ones. Most of them were 2013 in there. And he just like was like, I don't need any of this. Dumped even the autographs. There was like one autograph that was a guy who was drafted. He was like, I'll just take this one, and he just dumped the rest of the crap on the table. And I was like, oh jeez. Like, I'm gonna see these forever. And then sure enough, somebody later on in the show comes by, and there's like 11 autographs sitting there. And he's like, oh, what are these? I was like, oh, these were all like high school players. And he's like, oh, these are like really like odd guys. I just collect autographs. So I sold them all to the guy for $1 a piece. He was happy as a pig in mud. And all right, so we just cut one box down to this one. Yeah, there's like 300 in the set. It's a decent amount. So what they did after 2013 was they made it only autographs. So they did instead of the 12 autos, they did 25, and there was no base cards. There would be like a certain amount of metal ones, like 3 or 4 metals, and 2 or 3 patch cards. was ever drafted. Jaquan Forbes was. Clark Schmidt was. And if somebody was drafted in the 35th round, I don't freaking know, and they're probably retired by now anyway, or playing in a Cape Cod League or something like that. Tyler Kolek. Flaherty. I don't remember, so I'll stick him in there. All right, that's all taken care of. Some kid can play with these at some point. Let's dump down around here. Yes, true RPA of Handsome Monica. Oh boy. Or maybe it'll have the matching Pretty Chandler. I don't know. All right. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We're almost out of these. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. 10s across the board. So 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ten of 10. Cristiano Ronaldo. And I noticed this year more Leaf stuff ending up in these. But this is a fun product here. 10 of 10 Leaf Pearl, Troy Aikman. 10 of 10 Leaf Pearl, not to be confused with Mini Pearl. Troy Aikman. How about them Cowboys? We got Giannis. 7 out of 75. And first Bowman Chrome. 9, 5, 10. This is a guy who's got some upside. May need to hold on to this for a little while. Kyle Tucker. So Kyle Tucker, born in 97. So he just turned 23. Still plenty of time to go. So Kyle Tucker, and that's a refractor auto. Now the 2015, they weren't numbered. But refractor auto, Kyle Tucker. All right. So no teams moving on football. So we'll go over the list one more time. Yeah, I like these. I always have. That's why I buy extra. Didn't really make much on the extra ones, but I want to see more. Surprised though, we had like Mickey Mantles. I mean, we did get the Clemente. All right. So the last one, I don't know if it was a best offer. So the last one of these Kyle Tuckers, same grades, just corners and surface were switched. Looks like it went for $199. So that actually wasn't too bad right there. I was curious. I needed to know, but so a little inconsistency as there sometimes is with certain players. But that was the most recent base refractor pull. The one a few months earlier that was lower. But again, if you're doing buy it now, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes people just get rid of cards and they price themselves out. So that's why I don't believe in averaging comps, because there was another guy that had a buy it now 130 when it got snapped up. Well, yeah, that doesn't mean that that's the most somebody would have paid. So then when somebody says you need to use that comp, I'd be like, no, there's a trend. All right. And then Leaf Pearl's just a fun looking set. I wish I still got them, but all right. Anybody else got anything for me as we go over the 6th anniversary break? So we got 5 boxes of Panini 1, 7 boxes of Rookies and Stars, 6 boxes of Optic, 5 boxes of Contenders Optic. Again, there's some, easy teams here. Lions 100, Dolphins 50, Rams 50, Buccaneers 35. So, what's 3 more? Oh, no, I didn't see that. Hold on. Okay. Now I see it. Let's see. So tell me which one you don't want. Which one's the dud? Which of these 4 boxes is going to give you heartburn, an upset stomach? These are the last four, yeah. These are the last four. And then we are Dunsky. Oh yeah, to 25. Yeah, man. Anything Bowman, we always say this. Anything Bowman, gold or better, has a huge, huge value. It's why Bowman is still a sustainable product even after the markup that they put on it, year after year. Okay, so let's do all four. I'm just curious, which one would you have picked? Let's do that one first. Which one would you have picked? Which one would you have said was the dud? See, now when it comes out to be something good, you'll be happy. 2? All right. So this is the one that would have been the pass. $30 out of 75, Julio Rodriguez. And then I think we saw one of these in the other case that oh no, we saw this in a Leaf Best of Baseball. PSA 10 Christian Yelich. PSA 10 Christian Yelich. All right. It's not bad. It's not terrible. And it's still got upside. He's still in the prime of his career. Mariano Rivera, 24 out of 25. And you can't talk about Mariano Rivera without talking about Derek Jeter. 1992 Upper Deck Minor League. PSA 10. I've never had one of these before. So I'm curious as to how scarce they are to begin with. And then a card from the 90s, although Upper Deck was pretty good at being gradable. So not a major pull, but when he gets to do his Hall of Fame induction, I'm sure there'll be some demand for that. Just gotta wait another year. But yeah, that's not one I've really seen a lot. And I've seen plenty of minor league Jeters, but that particular one that says draft pick, I don't think I've ever seen that. And I bought a Jeter collection, so I'm sure it's not super rare, but a PSA 10 going for 100 and change isn't bad. Numbered 4 out of 20, Emmitt Smith. And no subs on it, but 9.5 gem mint Patrick Mahomes. I probably sold a bunch of these for like, I don't know, $10 raw. Stupid me. I know I sold a few of them for 50 raw, so that was good. Gem mint 9.5. Now this one, I know has a pretty decent value to it. 2017 Optic Mahomes PSA 10. I mean BGS 9.5. Why did I say PSA 10? BGS 9.5. You got one with subs, and one of them's a 9 sub. Right now at auction with 4 days left. Oh wait, that's a line parallel. Never mind. Hold on. Prison. Just give me a damn base one. That's a hollow. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Buy it now, no best offer. Had a 9 sub, went for 250. Quad 5 gem mint went for 330. So I don't know if it's worth getting this subs on it or not. But yeah, it's about a $250 to $300 card. And last box. Oh, ink would be ridiculous. I had an autographed Mahomes. Freaking before they exploded, man. Optic, I think it was numbered to 150. I don't even want to know what that goes for now. Just like that Lamar Jackson that I sold for $650, and then it became a $9,000 card. All right, so we got Steph Curry numbered to 75, and this is a mega fun one too. 2019 Bowman Mega Box. Gem Mint Auto 10. Two out of 25. Vlad Jr. That's got some ink on it. 2 out of 25. Vlad Jr. So I don't think I can't even find one of these anywhere. I don't even know what to comp this at. Here we go. All right, so Leaf often buys from dealers and off of eBay. This was actually sold on eBay by Probstein. So Brian Gray paid at auction $355 for this card. All right. $355 is what it went for on February 16th, pre-pandemic, and in the middle of the off season when everybody's still talking about the Super Bowl. So I'd say that's easily a $350 to $400 pull. So good call on snagging the rest of the boxes because there was still some big stuff sitting in there. My worst sale. I can't call it worse because I mean, when you buy stuff and you flip it and you do it over and over again, um, it's just the name of the game. People are going to buy stuff that is going to go up in value. So on that kind of stuff, I just try to be at the top of the curve, and if they don't accept it, that's fine with me, and then I'll just hold on to it. But I had 500 Mike Trout rookies that I bought at like 75 cents a piece. I cashed out at like eight to $20 on most of those. Some as low as $3, but I would say between 8 and 20 was the average. Oh, I know it would be up there. I think it would probably be $1,000 easily, more than that. And I think I graded mine. I think mine, I don't remember if it was a gem or a 9. So if I had held on to all the Mike Trouts I have, now don't forget it wasn't just Topps Update, but like there was a mix of things. There was Bowman Chrome refractors, Bowman draft. All right, there was all kinds of Trouts in there. The only thing I don't remember ever seeing was Finest, but everything else was in there. Mostly Topps Update, but there was a bunch of Bowman and Bowman Chrome in there as well. It's easily $100,000. Easy more than if some of those got graded. Oh my goodness, PSA 10s. I could have paid off my house, but you don't know. Kevin Moss in my neighborhood went for about $5 a card. Some guys were charging $20 and getting it for Kevin Moss, and you know how well that worked out for somebody. Some people lost their houses on those. Forget about paying it off. No, it was eBay lots. I should still do this, and I stopped. Every year during spring training, all right, or in the off season, just before spring training, I should say. So like January, February, I would pick guys that I wanted to get cards of. I bought a ton of 2011 wax. I bought a ton of 2010 wax. That was when I was just getting back into buying cards, and doing 2009 I started back up again and started bringing them to the shows that I would do, selling movies and CDs and stuff like that. And as that industry started dying, I sold music, movies, video games, all that kind of stuff. I would buy liquidation from big name stores, um, in lots. I had somebody who would buy by the pallet and by the truckload, and I would help him out with some things, and he would hook me up with dibs and let me get some of the collectible stuff. So, I mean, I had to buy crap too, but I would buy a whole pallet of CDs. There was a lot of work involved. There'd be like ones with like shattered cases and stuff like that, but they would be like, limited editions and things like that. I especially love getting like the classical music, the sometimes like Target would have limited editions that would sell out real fast, and on Amazon you could sell things used that would just came out for like $60, and I'd be paying like $3 or $4 a piece for them. I'd have to buy thousands of them, but so so I started buying up cards and bringing them with me to the shows, and they were just getting as popular as the movies some days. I'd find the right buyers, and it wasn't a lot of stuff, but I'd hand pick guys to get. I'd buy a lot of Jeter and all the New York guys because I was going up in North Jersey, and I do all right with it. So when I opened up my shop, it was kind of a hybrid. We had like the music, the movies, the video games, the rock T-shirts. There was a small section of books, small section of computer games because I would buy stuff in liquidation, and I would buy like just random boxes of crap for like $100, and some of the stuff would be sealed, and I would pull like super rare video game and sell it for like 250, and the rest of the box was paid for. So it was fun, and I guess it was just the collector in me that would get into the collectability of the games and the music and the movies, and then it just came back to cards again. Oh man, I wish I had my Magic collection still. There are some big cards. So how is the brick and mortar goal coming along? That's an interesting story. So three times already since the beginning of 2018, we've gone looking at shops. Three times it seemed like, all right, this is the time, and then something would happen. In May of 2018, it was the Facebook metrics totally changing and fudging up everything for me. Then we had the mix of that getting to its worst level and the allocation thing happening. And then it looked like I was coming back out of it. Um, and then Bowman was going to be the thing that pushed me over the edge. And they cut my cases like they just slit my throat on the cases. No, you don't get 8, you get 3. So now instead of thinking, all right, can I cover the rent for a store? I'm like, can I pay my mortgage? Can I get my kids Christmas presents? So usually every year I kind of do a year in review. Um, you know what? Pre-pandemic, I was finally getting around to a vote for the hit of the year, and there was like hardly any hits on the post, and I even paid advertising money for it. And I don't even think we got. I said, every so many amount of people that voted, I would add a prize. We didn't even get to the first prize. I still got to tally up those votes. The world went crazy, and I totally forgot about that. But usually I do a year in review, and I mean, I just TMI. I didn't even want to go there because September to December was brutal. But I changed my strategy and I started using, I've gotten a lot of contacts over the years. So started using that, was able to negotiate some more product. And in February, you kind of saw the results. So stuff that the distributor was only giving me one case of, right? I was able to get it 5, 6, 7 cases. And it was like the old days where they would actually give me 5, 6, 7 cases of things. And I think that helped bring back some of those who saw that, well, we were one and done. So if I don't get my team in the one case we get, then that's it. Now we're doing case after case. We're bringing back stuff that we hadn't had in a while. Kind of no choice now, but good thing we changed models. And when the pandemic was about to hit, I mean, I took 2 or 3 days of prayer and meditation, and I said, what can happen here? And I said to myself, I think there's going to be a lot of damage to the economy, but it's not going to be like a recession. It's going to be like there's going to be people who are going to be okay. There's going to be people, and you got to pray for them every day that they're struggling with this, and then there's going to be people who make out better. So, I'm like, how much am I going to invest? And I pretty much was like, I'm all in. And we've kept the selection good. Um, you know, Even though they're telling me, you're only getting this much, we're bringing it in. So, and as long as I can bring stuff in at a price that is worth it, I mean, there's a ton of stuff on the list that I could get from, a distributor. I picked out 3 things. There was like maybe 8 things that piqued my interest. There you go. 50s and 60s is good stuff. I'm not a huge vintage guy, so I wouldn't know like, the short prints, the variations, the colors and things like that. I know high series is the expensive ones. And that was all the way through like I think 73. I used to pick up high number cards and um I mean even as a child, I was like 8 years old when I went to my first card show. And the first guy I buy packs from, I opened the packs there, eat my gum, and a Robin Ventura card comes out. And, oh, I need one of those. Kid, I'll give you $2. Thinking to myself, I'm looking at the packs. They're 55 cents a pack. I'm like, or 50 cents a pack. 55. No, I think it was 55.89. I was like, give me $2. I want 5 packs. Will you give me 5 packs? Yeah, sure, kid. I give you 5 packs. It was the first deal I ever did, 8 years old. And then I pulled a Jose Canseco that I traded for some kid on the bus for like he's like, I'll give you this whole pack that I opened. I don't remember what was in it, but it probably was like a Ryan Sandberg or Don Mattingly or somebody. One Canseco, okay. So I was kind of born to do this, I think. 58 Mantle is not bad. We've actually pulled some We pulled a graded 58 mantle. It wasn't the All-Star though, it was a regular one. I used to have the first mantle card I ever bought raw. I mean, it was beat to crap, but I still sold it for more money than I bought it for. It was Mickey Mantle and like Tom Tresh on the card. I don't even remember what year it was, but it was like it wasn't the regular card. It was like it was I don't know, leader's card or something like that. So it wasn't like a league leader's card though. It was like a couple guys on the card and they got a headline on it. Kind of like that one sapphire card we pulled earlier. Mickey Mantle and Tom Tresh. I don't remember what year it was though. And I bought that, and I bought a few Roberto Clementes. So, anyways, some of the fun from Mark-Down. So to go back to the point of a brick and mortar, this is where I'm at right now. That Vlad was numbered to 25, yes. And like I said, that card was bought at auction for 355. I always think the true value of the card really is, I feel like auction price is a wholesale price, especially if it was bought in the off season. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So as far as a brick and mortar store goes, this is where we're at right now. Last month, all right, or I shouldn't even say last month. We'll start with January. We'll do this year kind of a little bit. We're still a little behind the curve. And again, since 2018 when Facebook changed its metrics, it was going down, 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 down. And then the metrics were going up, but the allocations were going down. So we had that rift right there that was causing some interference. July was the worst month last year. July, I thought I was done. This is why I didn't want to do a year in review. July, I was like, I can't recover from this. They killed me so bad, and I mean, I what I did in a month that month, um, I on a good month, I'll do that in like 3 days. That's how bad that month was. Fortunately, I was also doing shows and I had a good supply of cards. And then the National came and the East Coast National came. All right. July is also rough because everybody's saving for the National. Um, and I fought out of it. So now we're at the point in January. February we break the streak of year to year being down. So February we're kind of like level. We've kind of stopped the insanity. March was a successful month. And you had what Heritage and I think Inception was pre-pandemic, Heritage was pre-pandemic, and we blew through it. We blew through like 5 cases of Heritage, um, 6 of the 7 Inception cases that we got in, and um, maybe not all of them by that point. Maybe like, but we went through a few cases. And yeah, and that's the important thing is, the guys who are in regularly search, when you guys comment on the original posts that I put out for breaks and you make those comments, for claiming teams, the post becomes more visible. That's why I have the W's, they're post killers. If I posted a capture the flag, right? I posted 3 of them. And the hardest thing we've been having to sell lately was Star Wars. The second a W went up on which one was it? We did wrestling, we did basketball. So it must have been the wrestling post, right? No. Or it might have been a baseball post we did earlier in the week, last week. W went up, no more spots sold. Star Wars had 14 packs sold, and that's the hardest thing that I have to move compared to the quantity that I buy it at. I've actually stopped bringing in Star Wars stuff, which means I don't get allocated the Masterworks anymore, which were the ones that we always did well with. So that's why it's important that instead of watching, if you're gonna get in, I mean, if you can't do it, you can't do it. We do a lot of breaks. And you miss out on one, yeah, if it's your PC team and a big hit comes out, it sucks. But I mean, there are tons of breaks going on every day, and not everybody can be in all of them. I hope you get in mine. All right. I know some people break with 5, 10 people. But if you're gonna get in, then get in. I know many of these breaks, I know there's 4 or 5 guys, hey, what's good for this? Hey, what's good for that? And then after the this football break, it's out for what, 2 weeks? Oh man, somebody got my team. You had 2 weeks. Don't get mad somebody got your team. Not at me anyway. Mad at yourself. So, I don't know. But so we're at the point now where I gotta wait until the dust settles. Cause again, I have a liquidation background. So, you know, I'm the type of person that looks to purchase something at the lowest price possible. And right now, and it sucks. It's tough for a lot of small businesses that can't run out of their houses. I have a feeling there's going to be spaces opening up that'll work for what we need to do. There was a few that I was close to at the end of last year. There was a couple that I wanted to jump on, and it's kind of the running joke between me and Jess. It's like, damn it, I'm gonna kill Jake from State Farm because it's like State Farm one place, State Farm took another place. It's like they're looking for ones that are the right size for me. And then it was another insurance company that took another. Was it insurance? I don't know, some sort of service. Um, Another one that I had looked at in the past was taken by an accountant. So it's like, I don't want to drive far. I don't want to be far from home. And, one of the things that when I had my store previously that was important for me, even before my kids were playing youth sports, they would come into my store and be like, can you please make a donation? I'd be like, what are you doing? Well, we're doing an auction, you know? And I was like, all right, well, I mean, if you're going to make a basket and make it all pretty, I can give you some stuff. Yeah, we can do that. So, I'd make baskets, um, type compilation stuff, kind of, key things together. Like one time I did a wrestling one where I had like two figures and I had two, wrestling DVDs in there that were like, more PG, not like ECW's Bloodiest Matches or anything like that. And then some WWE trading cards in there, you know. So that idea has been batted around, and the problem is I don't know if I would get approved for the capital for that. I do use something. I don't believe in using credit cards. I do use something that's called a working capital. It's literally based off of your performance numbers through PayPal. So it's mathematically figured out that it is virtually impossible that you're not going to be able to put anything towards it. And I don't think I would get approved for construction. I get approved for inventory. So that's sometimes my little boost, like, all right, that's my all-in fund, so to speak. So, and then I just got to keep it rolling until it goes away, and then I can go back to it. But I don't think I'd be able to add on to the house. I think if I get a store, I could convert my garage into a studio. And when I'm at home, I could break out of a studio. There's no room in my house. I can't even look at there's boxes from the stores. There's like Mookie Bet rookies, Christian Yelich rookies, um, you know, just stuff from like 2010 to 2015, decent stuff. I can't even look at it because I can't move stuff around. Everything's jam packed. I probably have second year Mike Trouts. I hear those go for a pretty penny. I don't know if I sold them all. I mean, I probably gave some away to kids at one point. Who knew? So I'd be looking to be within 15 minutes of home, which that's not an easy goal, especially since one landlord nearby burned their bridge with me when I had my identity stolen, and his wife was making arrangements with me. All right, I was literally 1 month away from getting my money. All right, I had lost my full-time job. At the point, this wasn't my full-time thing when I had my store. We were building it so that it could be a full-time job. And then I had somebody that I'd hired. He actually gets in a lot of our breaks. And I could have been working a full-time job and still had the shop because I would have had an employee. And the asshole started cutting holes in the wall because he had an odd-shaped store next door. My store was odd-shaped, and he wanted to knock the wall down and make the two stores normal size again. I wasn't out yet. I was on a month-to-month agreement, and finally I was just like, you know what? The guy came into the store and threatened me, and I was like, we're working out an arrangement here. I'm sitting on a $10,000 check that I'm waiting to get from the IRS, but some asshole stole my social security information, and I can't get it. So I was done. In September, I had to decide, am I going to pay the mortgage that month or am I going to pay the rent for the store? The guy pissed me off. He ruined probably about $3,000 worth of my merchandise. And I said, we're done. Pack it in. I was hoping that, if things were bad, at least I would have the holiday season and be able to do like a clearance or something like that for stuff that I didn't need anymore. I found somebody to buy the entire inventory of CDs. They were going to buy the DVDs too, but they didn't have the money. Then by the time everything was in storage, they were giving me a hard time. I'm like, dude, I know you made money on this deal because I know that I gave you collectible stuff. You know, there was like a Broadway musical that was like, it was the original British version, and those CDs were like, 25 bucks a piece. I sold the entire store worth of CDs for like a buck and a quarter. All right. You can sell Ace of Base the sign for $2 or $3 at a flea market. It's like the guilty pleasure CD. So I'm like, I know these guys made money, and then they're, you know what? I probably should have just let them take it for whatever because I didn't think that stuff would be in storage 4 years later. But an addition to the house was talked about, but I don't know. The state of New Jersey isn't exactly, I don't know, the most exciting place to be right now either. Maybe we'll move. We'll bat around that idea too. But then if we ever really seriously consider moving, then obviously a store in New Jersey wouldn't work out. But I think by the end of the year we'll have it figured out. Again, right now I'm not gonna go looking for anything because one, I still need a few more months of consistency. What is Panini One mostly full of? The same thing politicians are. No, no. Panini One is like the equivalent of like luminaries. It's packaged like Dynasty, but it doesn't quite have the same hot. It's one card encased, nice cards. Um, the difference is Dynasty. It's everything is numbered to 10 or less. In one, you've got stuff numbered to what, like 99, 99 or less, I think. So it's not as exclusive. But I mean, they're going for like 225 a box right now, I think. I think it's a little blown up because of the pandemic, but um, those are, you pull, like last year we pulled a 1-on-1 Dan Marino. We pulled Kyler Murray's and Daniel Jones's. They go for a decent amount of money. And if you pull a dud like I don't know, we pulled one the other night, so it's probably not the best example to say, but let's say you pulled Darrell Henderson, okay? Great if you buy in the Rams for 50 bucks, but not so great if you bought a $225 box and that's what you pull. So, oh, Dynasty's awesome. Yeah, I've pulled like Ichiro out of Dynasty for myself. I pulled a Piazza numbered to 5 for someone, and they're gorgeous cards. And one are gorgeous cards too. They're not quite as scarce, so you don't get as much of a push on them. But I mean, suggested retail price on them is actually $100. Suggested. They've never been that low. And they're usually, if you can get them, they're a high margin item. Problem is, a guy like me, how much can you get? I can give you an inner case. I've had to I bought multiple inner cases in order to keep that going. So I don't get them at most of the ones I got. I didn't get them at pre-book price, but we got them, and we managed to get them into the anniversary break before they were completely blown up. Um, I'm pretty sure they factored in at under 200 a box when we did might have been 175 was the price point when we posted the anniversary break. So these boxes that are in the anniversary break have gone up. So it's Tuesday in some parts of the country. It's Tuesday. So this is probably, Tuesday and Wednesday are probably the toughest days to get a break going unless it's Wednesday and it's a new release. Do I have some other than the anniversary break? I think I have one box left. If I remember correctly, I might have one box left. One, maybe two. It's like select. I have like two boxes. I plan on putting it in the next mixer. I just haven't posted the next mixer yet because I don't want to kill this break. And we have another mixer up. And those box prices have gone up too. For one, I could find out what the going rate is. For 2019 one, it looks like it's 210 a box. They may be starting to level off a little bit. I saw them over the weekend, I think at 225, but I think they might be leveling off a little bit. It also might be, and this is one thing that, I don't think a lot of people realize how that game is played. The guys who have the most amount of merchandise and the most deepest pockets to spend on it, you know, if Panini One was at 225 a box and they're legitimately running out of it, they got some left. But they want to see the price go higher. Then what they'll do is they'll be like, all right, we have, 12 cases left. Let's do a sale, right? A sale early in the week. Do it on Monday. That's why usually Fridays and Mondays I try to check the prices on things. And they'll be like, all right, we're going to drop the price on this. They don't drop the price because they want to sell it for less. They'll maybe only post a couple of the cases. Then the going rate goes down, and then there'll be buyers. And they'll be like, all right, we got to find like 10 or 15 more cases. And then the price goes back up. Supply and demand. So I got to find somebody who is looking to sell something that's not in demand for them, but would be in demand for me. And I can work a little bit, And I mean, I used to sell cases to people cheap when I had them. When I had, when I got 8 cases of something, Breaker would be like, "Hey, can you give me a deal?" So people kind of know when I was a seller, I was always willing to do it. Now I'm a buyer, and I feel like I get the same, I guess, respect in return sometimes. And sometimes I just find a deal. Baseballs. So physical baseballs. All right, a new one's coming out tomorrow. I don't remember which one it is, but a new one's coming out tomorrow. So let me check my email and see what the heck they're shipping me. I think it's TriStar Platinum. So the 2020 TriStar Platinums, I think, come out tomorrow. So they're on the way right now. Where is my... I got 3 more boxes of Topps Tribute coming in. Let's see. There we go. Shipment notification. 8 boxes of Chrome Sapphire, 4 boxes of Bowman Draft Sapphire. Now you know what's coming in. Paid up the ass for those, but I think they're fun. 2 more Leaf Wrestling 8x10 boxes. I got things coming out of like 5 different warehouses from today's order. All right, New York. Yeah, Platinum Baseball, 2 cases. I still have last year's series too, which are amazing. Yeah, and I mean that's why I do things like the skunk bonuses and stuff like that. You got a team that's like $10 at other breakers, and I'm charging 15. You break with that other breaker, you're never going to see a card worth more than $25. You get it with me, you could get a $200 re-break spot. You know, I always design my stuff with you guys in mind. And I'm always, you know, I absorb teams. That's money that I could be making, but I know how to deal with singles. I sell at shows, so I know I got to have some of that inventory. I take my chances. I don't break as many boxes for myself as I used to for inventory purposes. Every once in a while I'll bust something, but that's more just I just want to break something and see what I get. Yeah, we have more Sapphire coming. So I had bought some Bowman Draft. It was, I wouldn't say a throw in because I paid a lot of money for them, but I bought 7 cases. All right, we've already seen some of that stuff disappear, like the high tech. All right, was part of that deal. And you know, he had some loose boxes. He's like, "Do you want this? You want that?" So I got some Bowman Draft. Bowman Draft Sapphire would go real nice with Bowman Draft, wouldn't it? Makes sense. So I got ideas on a Bowman mixer. The baseballs are going to be mostly fan favorites, Hall of Famers, and a few current players. Platinum is where you find like the gold baseballs, the serial numbered baseballs. So there'll be some scare stuff that are 101s. Last year, I think they dropped the ball on Platinum when it first came out. Hopefully, they won't do that this year. So they actually came out with a second series that was like jam packed, and I still got some of those. Those balls go for like 135. And there was 3 case hits in series 2. So you had a full name or inscription baseball. You had the black with the gold laces baseball, and you had there's something else, and I can't freaking remember. But there was 3 case hits. I didn't look at the specs. I just put in my usual. Every year I'm like, you know what? If it says maybe allocated, then and it's something like a memorabilia item, those don't really make me a lot of money, so I just get the same order. Yeah, I still have the Series 2 balls. I probably would have to dig them up, but I still have some. I've got, actually, it's not dig them up. I know where they are. They're buried under supplies because I had to stock up on supplies because they're running out of everything and nothing's coming back in until the end of May to the beginning of July for certain sizes. That's why I've been using these stupid these cost me like an extra like $15-20 a box. Or a case, I should say. Not a box, a case. So just because they have the rookie card thing. But they were the only ones that they had left. Nobody's got regular top loaders for sale. Not even the premium, ultra clear ones. They're going to start coming back in. So that reminds me, I've got a bunch of these Leaf autographs to top load. Sitting right in front of me, might as well do it. So yeah, I got the Series 2 balls. I think I have a case and a half left of those. I think I bought 3 cases of those because I saw that they had the extra case hits. I think I still have some of the Series 1 balls. I don't know. That I don't have a lot of. But I like the Series 2 better. Usually do well at shows because not a lot of guys carry the baseballs. I mean, there's really only a few like guys with full selections of wax at the shows anyway. I mean, the other guy in White Plains has way better allocations than I do. But I'm a people person and I hustle. I'll never forget the last time I did Philly. Do those extra cards in the Leaf Best of have much value? Much value? No. Are they all numbered? Yes. Do they have some value? Yes. But it's not like the Emmitt Smith plate is nice, and a lot of one-on-one collectors, if they're not the snobby ones that think plates aren't one of one, they're not one of ones. They only made one. No, they made 4. Yeah, but they're in 4 different colors. They're one of ones. They're one of a kind. But they have that. That Emmitt Smith probably go for a few bucks. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what a Leaf. If there's any comparable ones. Leaf Emmitt Smith plate. That one don't count because there's a bunch of players on it. Two Emmitt Smith plate lot from In the Game. $57. There's really not any other good comps, and stuff in lots always goes for less. I would say the Emmitt Smith plate is probably anywhere from sellable from 30 to 50. That would be the range I would put it at. If I had it for sale, I'd probably be like, 40 bucks. And then take it from there. You can always tell who's at a show. They're strictly just to get cards to flip. Because it doesn't matter what price you tell them. You could tell, I've done it before where I'm like, oh, I know this guy. And I'm going to tell him a really low price. Maybe even like $5 lower than what I would minimum take it. Just to see if they would give me like a 20-minute story on how that card should be, 30% less. And then I'll be like, all right, I'm not selling it anymore. What do you mean? I was like, I gave you a number that was very fair, and then you just disrespected me. Aren't you here to sell cards? I was like, yeah, and I'll sell that card, and it's not going to be to you. The worst, though, are the ones that pick out. They spend like 5 hours at your table. They pick out like 85 cards that you got to comp. You're going to be here all weekend, right? Yeah. Okay. I should have them done by tomorrow afternoon. So I go price it, start pricing them. Like an hour later, you have them done? No. Tomorrow afternoon I should have them done. Okay. Come back 3 hours later, hour left in the show for the day. This is reasonable because I might have been able to get around to it, but I'm usually really busy at the shows. You get them done? I got about halfway through them. I'm going to bring them to the hotel with me. I'm really tired. I don't know if I'm going to get it tonight. Okay. The next day, tomorrow afternoon comes. They don't show up. I'm busy. I'm not going to go walk around searching for them. Sunday, I go looking for them. I don't even see them there. You said you're going to be here all weekend. I did all that work. But I take it in stride because then those cards weren't available for sale the whole show. And usually these guys are picking cards that increase in value. So then when I go to the next show, they're even more. So then it's like, okay. So I don't get mad about it. But I'll mess around with a couple of them. So, but yeah, there's a few people that they'll buy their Leaf cards, especially like, Cristiano Ronaldo, like, Leo Messi. You get a little bit of soccer cards out, but that's like, all right. Even though it's unlicensed, there's not a huge selection. Basketball, football, baseball, those are a little tougher. Those are a little tougher to move. And if you get a disc golf player, that's like nobody else got that. It's actually happened before, so. So anyway, I got lots of balls. Lots of balls. So that's what I'm going to do a lot of the capture the flags with the baseballs. Because they're not super expensive. And then you can mix them in with things. Uh, I think there's I think most of the people at like the shows that I go to uh like me a lot, and then there's some that just like when we do the kids breaks, it kind of clogs up the aisles. I had to get moved. It's like we're doing a promotion to bring more people into the thing. All right, I'm working with the promoters to do it, and then people complain that there's too many people. Too many people. People can't get through. For half an hour, you ain't gonna miss anything. And then all those people that were just bunched up next to me disperse to the tables that are next to me after they're done shopping with me. Or some of them, they'll just be like, I'm going to go look around and then I'm going to come back to you. And most of them do because, their kids get treated nice, they get stuff. All right. It's not. It's not 100% a charity thing. There's, you know, I shouldn't say charity, but you know, there's some benefit to doing it. But I just like, the kids have a great time. They come back to a lot of the kids come back to the show because it's like before it was just like, oh, dad arguing with some old man about vintage cards, and now it's like, oh, I get some cool stuff too. And they appreciate the cards that a lot of collectors just throw away. Oh, I got an Aaron Judge base card. That's so awesome. And it's like, that's the kind of spirit we need to have in the hobby. Especially when you go to those shows and you see a lot of grumpy old men that argue with your dad about vintage cards. Anyways. Uh, so hopefully we can. Is that last Panini one accessible? Yeah, if I got one, it's probably very accessible. So let me just take 1 second here. So, I don't think it was a Panini one. I think it was a playbook. I think I might have deleted the wrong one off of that list. That's why I gotta start doing it through the website, because it's impossible. So I did not find a Panini one. Now I did find something else that's not on the list. I don't even think anybody else has these. And it's been so long. So let me just look this up here. This would be a good capture the flag one. So I might post it to that if you're not interested. Oh my gosh. This place is selling that Leaf Best of Basketball box for $3.79. All right. I put that in there for $300. That's craziness. Leaf Best of Sports they got for $250. So this is what I got. This is I can do this for $250. These were going as much as $300 before. I got one of these still left. I think I was planning on putting it in a, actually I did. I put this in a break. And I was going to do Break King Baseball. And it was going to be a draft break. And there's 9 cards in Break King case because it's 3 per box, 3 boxes. So to make it 10, I was going to put this in there. So I can do this for $250. And as we saw, same quality as Leaf Best of Sports, so no idea what the heck's in here. Same quality level. Sometimes they go a little bit better on the sell sheet, a little stronger on the individual sports because it's so concentrated. You know, Best of Sports is kind of broad, so you got, you know, people know that it's not going to just be a baseball or a football or basketball, so you have some, you know, perceived value. I guess the allowance for a letdown when you pull the sport you don't want. So I think they, but man, 380 for Best of Basketball. I thought 300 was rough. I think I did it. I think I calculated it at that or maybe even less. So ready to go. Leaf Best of Baseball. Good luck. Those last few boxes had some good luck to them. So this is what I had said. We had that Yelich show up, and I was like, no wait, it wasn't Best of Sports. It was Best of Baseball. We'll see what we got. The Leaf stuff's been rocking. You're gonna love it when we come out with that product again. It's not my product, but let's just say I had a little help with it. You know, I helped a little with it. Supplied some cards, bounced some ideas around. So we got Casey Mize. All right, not numbered. It's your bonus card. Seen this card before. We pulled one of these. It's not bad. It's not 250, but it's not bad. And probably one to hold on for a little while. 2019 Tribute Vladimir Guerrero Jr. rookie. Autographed blue parallel. 121 out of 150. 121 out of 150, Vlad Jr. So that's coolio. It's not awful. Still a nice card. That was it. That's my best stuff. That's my last stuff. But if you've enjoyed these, we got one that's at a lower price point. So similar value. He's probably hoping that it's a little bit better value. He wants his product to be the best return on investment. And I probably sold some cards a little bit cheaper than I normally would have, knowing that I gave a little bit into the product, and then I'm going to be able to sell the product and recoup that, that difference back anyway. So he's going to do a 10 case run, and I think we're going to get 7 of them. He's got a couple guys when he does it that he normally deals with that are always going to buy a case, and then the other 7. So the materials are all ordered. Things take a few weeks, but he's got boxes that he ordered. He has the inside things like Leaf does. So it should be a fun product, and I know there's some decent stuff in there based off of what I gave to him, and the price point is going to be good. So hopefully whatever percentage, 10-20% of the product that I contributed is all stuff that everybody's going to be excited to see again. And then the other 80-90% of it is going to be stuff you haven't seen. So, and I still have plenty of stuff left for the rebreak. So anyways, next mail day, I got the first half of the anniversary break sorted, and I mailed a bunch of stuff on Saturday. There's a few packages that didn't make it out, but tomorrow is Wednesday. I expect, because we haven't done the second half of the anniversary football break yet, I expect to be mailing stuff out tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll see what ends up breaking Friday night. If we do a lot, I'll probably do a Saturday mail day too. But I expect the next 3 days to be mailing some things out. I only got a few things out here, so I'm not sure if it's in the other area that I use to hold things. There should be, because a lot of the stuff that you had personals of should be available. So I just got to get on that. All right, I'm going to cut us off on YouTube and all that stuff. I probably should have done that earlier. I don't need to see me rambling around for hours. But we're over 4 hours on this video, so I'm going to cut those feeds. So peace to them.